I've got bad news and good news. First, the bad. The doomsday clock is currently set at 2.5 minutes to midnight, which is the closest.
If you were to ask...
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's fall here in Alaska. I'm camping in bushcraft survival. I think we're getting ready to head out.
Now this is going to be the generator pod.
Hey, Gangway, now just push that shack, that trap around the come shot.
We'll go ahead and...
Across the country, ordinary Americans from all walks of life are taking whatever measures necessary.
Your home during a collapse isn't to turn it into a fortress that screams,
Flanax deals with the real cause of pain with care. From Taisho.
I have stuff worth taking. What if the smartest move is actually to make your house look like the last place anyone would catch your eye? Solar panels on the roof, a perfectly manicured lawn when everyone else's looks rough, brand new security cameras that screw. You're making your 4-inch screws the windows. It's clear so nobody knows it's there. But it makes glass incredibly hard to break through. Disconnect that automatic opener because those things can be clone bars on the inside. Consider adding some hardware cloth behind your windows. It's like a metal mesh that makes it almost impossible to break through even if the glass breaks. The key here is that all your real security is hidden. You want people to think your place isn't worth the risk, not that it's too hard to break into. Those are two very different messages, and the first one is way more powerful. Think about it this way. Would you rather have criminals think that house has nothing valuable, or that house is really hard to break into but probably has good stuff inside? The second option just makes them try harder or bring more people. Once you've got the basics down, it's time to master what I call the invisible triad, controlling your light, sound, and smell signatures. Think about it like this. When things get bad and most houses are dark and quiet, any sign of normal life inside your home is like a neon sign that says people with resources live here. Let's start with light control because this is huge and most folks completely underestimate how far light travels at night. You need to black out your windows completely. And I don't mean just pulling the curtains. Get some reflective insulation, the kind with the shiny side and the dull side. Put the shiny side facing in and the dull side facing out, and you've got yourself a heat and light barrier that nobody can see through. Layer this with thick blankets or heavy fabric, and make sure there are no gaps where light can leak out. Even the smallest sliver of light coming from a window can give you away from blocks away when everything else is dark. I'm talking about light from a single small flashlight inside and see how much light escapes. You'll be shocked at how much gets through what you thought is your next challenge. And this is where most people mess up because they don't realize how far sound travels when everything else is quiet. Every conversation, every pot clanging in the kitchen, every time someone walks across a creaky floor, every time a toilet flushes or a door closes, it all carries further than you think when the ambient noise of civilization disappears. No more traffic, no more air conditioners humming, no more lawnmowers. Suddenly, every sound you make stands out like a gunshot. Start training your family now to move quietly and speak in whispers during certain hours. Make it a game for the kids. Maybe give them a small treat at the end of the week if they can go a whole evening without making unnecessary noise. Foam padding on the inside of doors. But the most important thing is building those quiet habits before you need them, because trying to suddenly change how your family behaves